Hey guys, it's Nick here. I'm making this video for a couple reasons. First of all, I've been having this toothache. I mean, I've been out of the dentist for, what, a couple weeks now? But today, ever since 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock, I don't really remember which one. I think 8 though. I've been having this annoying toothache, like down here. And, so far, I haven't had to take a single Vicodin pill yet. But, I'm going to take one now because, I haven't had to use one yet. I have 15, so now I'm going to have 14. Now, the reason I'm making this video is, one, I want to see how I react to the Vicodin. I heard it takes like 10 to 20 minutes to kick in, so if that's really the case, you're probably not going to get to see how I react unless I have like unless I have the strength or something to record again. But, so I'm going to take this pill here. It's red and white by Watson. I've never heard of them. Anyways, it says take one tablet by mouth every 6 hours as needed for pain. So, like I said, I am a little scared because I've never done anything like this before, never taken a drug like this. I've taken aspirin, but aspirin never works for me. I've taken aspirin because you're probably like, well, why do you have to take Vicodin? Try the aspirin. And I think that's the reason my dentist did prescribe Vicodin to me because, I'm pretty sure I told him, because I told him I tried the warm salt water in the mouth, that didn't do anything. I tried aspirin, and that doesn't do anything. For some reason my body does not react to aspirin, so I'm hoping Vicodin it's a different story. So here I go. So like I said, I am scared. I'm scared to take this drug because, like I said, I know drug addicts take these. So, but again, this is not the only reason I'm making this video. Okay, it's not so you can see me high. I mean that is one reason because I want to see how I react. Okay, but another reason is because I got something in the mail that I was waiting like 2-3 weeks for, and I finally got it on Monday. Now I did make a video of me opening it, and then I deleted the video because I thought I already uploaded it on YouTube. It turns out I didn't. So the book I got is, hey, it's the same thing I got before, 10 Summoner's Tales, but this one's actually different. Not because unfortunately, it's not because it contains that extra songs, but it's because it's the transcribed scores version. Now you're probably like, well, what does that mean? Okay, well the other two copies I have are for piano, vocal, and guitar, right? This one, however, transcribes every instrument. It does, the pianos, the horns, the drums, the percussion, the bass. It does, and even the guitar. It transcribes everything you hear in the song, So I mean, I think it's pretty cool that they made something like this. As far as I know, there's only 2 other Sting albums that have these transcribed scores versions. There's Nothing Like the Sun, which I want to get, and then there's Fields of Gold, the Best of Sting, which for some reason is very, very pricey. I mean, I looked on Amazon, they're like $60. This was only, I think it was about 20 bucks. But Nothing Like the Sun, I see a few copies online for, 11 bucks, so... So yeah, I don't know if I said the time, but it's 10:45 right now. Right now, I decided at 10:40 I'll just take a pill. I was originally going to say 11, but the pain was kind of getting really annoying. So, like I said, I just want to see how I react, though. But I'm going to talk. I'm going to try talking. About random stuff, and I'm going to see how that feels. I'm going to keep the conversation interesting, but for example, let's talk about games, more specifically my Famicom. I'm glad it works. I told the guy, I messaged him after I got it to work. It's like, oh, dude, thank you so much because, if it weren't for, him, I'd probably never have a Famicom. Because the first time I got one, if you're new to my channel, I ordered Famicom. I think it was earlier this year on eBay, but it never arrived, and I did end up getting refunded. Then I spent my money on something else. Now, Famicoms do not go cheap on eBay. I think they're like 50 bucks. But if that's not bad enough, it's another 50 bucks for shipping. Which is weird because I don't think it costs that much to ship something like that from Japan to the US, especially something that small. In fact, I have it right here, so let me grab it. But don't stare at my ass. Okay, so here we go. This, so, I mean, something like this, I mean, I don't think it costs that much to ship. Now, it's a little heavy. I mean, it's not like a boulder or anything, but it's kind of, you know, it's got some weight to it. Okay, the pain in my tooth is now, like, it feels different. Now it's kind of like throbbing a bit. It still hurts, but I mean, so I think the Vicodin's starting to kick in. I looked it up on Yahoo, and anyways, I'll get to that in a second, but if I'm sober, you know. Anyways, so yeah, the Famicom, I'm glad to own one though. I mean, and this is one of the most beautiful consoles I've ever seen. It's awesome. And here's the expansion port, so I could play the Family Basic anytime I want. And for those of you who don't know, it's a development system for the Famicom where you could actually make your own games and stuff. It was pretty cool. It's too bad they never made anything like that in the US. There was an NES version, I think, but it never like actually got released. They showed it at a couple like expos or something, but apparently nobody was interested in it over here, so it's like, oh, that sucks. I mean, damn, if they released something like that here, I mean, I'm sure there'd be quite a few homebrew games even back then, but, I mean, and that's another thing, too. People could have made their own games and pitched them to Nintendo, and, you know, Nintendo could have taken the ideas, or, you know, they could have pitched it to another publisher. That would have been really cool if they did, and you know what, they should still do that. Like, you know, like the Wii, they should make development tools for the Wii U or PS3 and stuff. They should release stuff like that. I mean, I think it's cool. I don't know why they don't. I mean, it's, you know, you got, you know, if you're going to make a fraudulent game or something, they can go after you for it still. So what's the problem with licensing, you know, or like selling publicly, you know, development tools? I mean, I'm sure there's something I'm missing right now. Maybe the Vicodin's messing with my head or something, but anyways, yeah, it's a great console, and I will try and take care of it the best I can. It's not in perfect condition, like the, you know, the eject button here has kind of got a crack in it and stuff, but you know, I don't care. It works. That's all I care about. So, and I really have to thank the guy for, you know, who went to Japan. And he didn't just go to Japan to get me a console. He went there to visit or something. But, you know, I told him, you know, hey, could you stop by, or could you, you know, pick up a Famicom for me? You know, I'll pay you back. And, you know, he said, sure. And, you know, I've never even met the guy in real life. So, it was really nice of him to do that. Again, I have to thank you. Anyways. So yeah, you know, like I said, I didn't get the first Famicom I ordered, and it was really bad. You know, I was kind of pissed because it's like, shit, I was waiting so long for this, and then I didn't get it. So, excuse me, kind of burped a bit. I don't know if you heard it. I'm going to, I have a giant-ass Apex TV here, so what I'm going to do probably this weekend is I'm going to take that TV out, and I'm going to move the Toshiba in. Because, you know, I'd like to play that Famicom. If you know, I had him go all the way to Japan to get it for me, and I don't play a lot of Famicom games anymore, but, you know, I want to make use of it, okay? Because that would be real shitty if it's like, oh, I'm just going to have it just so I can have it, you know? If I'm going to buy something like that, I'm going to use it, so... And it's not that I'm done with games. I'll never be done with games. I don't think that's possible for me, but like I said, music's just, you know, taken me... It's been a... You know, music's been taking over my life pretty much right now, so the more musical side of me is coming out, I think I should say. So anyways, back to my pain. It's still bad, just not as bad as it was before. Like I said, I think the Vicodin's kicking in. I heard it depends on your metabolism, though, and then I heard it takes 10 minutes, then I heard it takes 20 minutes, then I heard it takes 30 minutes. I really don't know. All I know is that it doesn't take an hour. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to take a second pill, not at least until 6 hours have passed. Because I don't want to fucking, you know, I don't want to kill myself. Because I'm imagining what happens if you take too much of those at the same time, you know, it depresses your body so much that your body pretty much just stops, you know. And I'm no medical expert or anything, but I'm thinking that's what happens, because I believe it's a depressant or something. And, you know, like I said, I think I mentioned it before, but I've thought about, you know, taking a shot at marijuana, you know, when I'm 21. And, you know, I don't know if I will. I don't want to smoke. I'm not going to smoke cigarettes, I tell you that, because some of my family members have done it, and they haven't ended up so well. Mostly on my mom's side, but, you know, you know, I'm not going to smoke. You know, if I'm going to smoke anything, it'll be weed, or marijuana, I'm sorry. And, yeah, I know, it has the same effects as cigarettes, but at least it does something, at least it kills your pain. I'm just, but, you know, after taking that pill, I'm just scared that it's going to kill me or something, and I really hope it doesn't. And yeah, like I said, that's the first time I've ever had to take a Vicodin pill. First time. Funny thing is, I was watching South Beach Toe, and Dave, you know, the huge guy, he fell down a set of stairs. Good acting, by the way. They need to get an Oscar. But anyways, so he's in the hospital, and, you know, they pull a prank where they think he's dead, and he's like, everything's, you know, Christy, I think is her name. She's like, oh, that's not funny. And he's like, Dave's like, everything's funny when you're on Vicodin. So I'm surprised I'm not feeling the effects right now. And it's like, if I start to and I can record another video, I will do it. If I feel the effects later, I'll try and record a video if I can, you know, if I can control myself. But the only problem is people are probably going to be like, oh, nice acting, you're not high, but this video proves you saw me pop the pill into my mouth, so you know I actually took one. But then again, if I have to record the effects, who cares? You know what? People can just fuck off if they don't believe me. I mean, I'm not asking for them to believe me. It's like, you know, believe what you want. So yeah. I think I'm gonna stop the video, upload this, you know, because I'm talking about stuff other than Vicodin. You know, I talked about the sheet music book, I talked about, you know, the Famicom, and I talked a little bit about my health. So I'm gonna upload this, and I'm gonna come back, okay? So, peace out.